God says, your photo was shown in front of 9 powerful people, and all of them said the same shocking thing. Don't skip this and listen carefully before it's too late. My child, listen to me now. This is not something you want to overlook. Your name has been spoken, your face has been seen, and the heavens are moving in ways you cannot imagine. In a room of 9 powerful individuals, each hand-picked not by man but by divine order, your photo was laid before them. And all 9 gave the same answer, one that changes everything about your life. But before I tell you what they said, I need you to stop scrolling. If you skip this, you risk missing what may be the greatest turning point in your life. You have no idea how close you are to a miracle. I need you to hear this to the end. Do not allow doubt to steal what I am about to release over you. Comment Amen if you are ready to receive this message in your heart. These 9 were not ordinary people. They were chosen vessels, warriors in the spirit realm, gatekeepers of divine authority. Your image was brought before them not because of anything you've done wrong, but because of everything heaven is about to make right. Each of them spoke the same words. This one is marked. Marked for favor. Marked for breakthrough. Marked for protection. They saw in you what the world has overlooked. They saw the battles you faced in silence, the nights you cried alone, the betrayal you swallowed without bitterness. And they said, this one cannot be touched by darkness anymore. What they declared over you is what I have written over you since before you were born. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not cursed. You are chosen. That is why your photo was shown. Heaven had a meeting and the decision was made in your favor. I allowed this to happen to show you that your life is not ordinary, that what is coming is not small, it's massive, it's divine, and it's music close. If this speaks to your spirit already, I want you to take 1 second and like this video as a step of faith. Just one simple act to say, God, I believe your music speaking to me. Let me tell you why this matters right now. There are forces around you that have been plotting your delay. Whispers from the enemy telling you you're not enough, telling you your time has passed. But I, the Lord your God, am declaring this very moment that the time of delay is over. I have seen your struggle. I have heard your prayers. I have watched how you loved others, even when your own heart was breaking. And that's why I've stepped in. This is not about luck or chance. This is about divine alignment. The moment your photo was shown to those 9, a door began to open in the realm of the Spirit, a door that no man can shut. I want you to understand that what you've been waiting for is being brought to you, not because you begged for it, but because you were built for it. You've walked through fire and still praised me. You faced storms and still trusted me. And now I'm responding. Comment 1:1. If you believe this is your divine hour of release, you are being watched over. My angels have been assigned to you. Not one tear you've cried has been wasted. Every pain you endured has been a seed, and harvest time is here. The 9 spoke what heaven had already decided. This one walks under divine covering. That means the weapons formed against you will not prosper. It means even the trap set against you will turn into blessings. It means sickness will flee. Depression will lift. Provision will come. I need you to feel this in your bones. I'm not far from you. I am with you right now. In the middle of your confusion, in the middle of your tiredness, in the middle of your waiting, I am here speaking to you directly. You have not missed it. You have not lost too much time. You are not too broken. You are right on time. Heaven is not late. I have you in my hands and no one can snatch you away. What was said in that room when your image was laid before the 9 was not just a declaration. It was a spiritual decree. Chains broke, doors opened, walls fell. And even though you may not feel it yet, it is already done. My timing is perfect. I know what you need. I know when you need it, and I will not fail you. You've been surviving, but now you will thrive. You've been hanging on, but now you will rise. You've been hidden, but now you will shine. I have whispered your name in places your feet haven't even walked yet. I've gone before you. I've prepared the place. I've commanded the blessing. Keep your heart soft. Stay in prayer. Keep trusting me even when it gets quiet, because when it feels the most silent, that's when I'm working the loudest, behind the scenes. And you are not alone. I am sending people into your life who will lift your arms. I'm removing people who only drained you. I'm closing every door that wasn't for you, not to punish you, but to protect you. I am the God who sees. I am the God who speaks. I am the God who restores. You are not forgotten in the crowd. I called you by name. I formed you in your mother's womb. I set you apart. What they said about you does not matter. What I say about you is truth. And I say you are blessed. I say you are covered. I say you are rising. So when I tell you that your photo was shown to 9 powerful people, it means a spiritual verdict has music been rendered. Heaven has judged in your favor. The enemy's case has been thrown out. What was meant for harm is now being turned for good. What you lost will return multiplied. What you thought was over is being reborn. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you music absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, music, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I want you to lift your head, wipe your tears, because joy is coming, laughter is coming, healing is coming. And it's not because you forced it. It's because I, your Father, have spoken it. When I speak, the earth moves. When I declare, nothing can reverse it. My word never returns void. Do you trust me enough to hold on just a little longer? Do you believe I can still make something beautiful out of what broke you? Because I can and I will. That's what this message is about. Not just what was said, but what is being released right now, into your life, into your family, into your future. It was a divine confirmation. You are not who the world thinks you are. You are who I say you are. You are chosen. You are protected. You are called for something far greater than what your eyes have seen. You didn't stumble across this moment. You were led here. And now I'm asking you to lean in even deeper, because what I have to tell you next could change everything. You see, there has been a war for your life, not just for your body, but for your peace, for your purpose, for your voice. The enemy saw the anointing on you before you even knew what it meant. That's why the attack has been so heavy. That's why relationships broke suddenly. That's why people turned on you without reason. That's why it felt like every time you got close to peace, something shattered it. But I didn't leave you there. I was with you even when it hurt. I saw every silent breakdown and I kept you because I knew what was coming. Comment 2:22. If you trust my timing and believe that I am making a way even now. The enemy wanted to convince you that you were cursed, that nothing would ever go right for you, that you were born to struggle. But that was never my design. You were born with a destiny, wrapped in light. You were born to carry my name into dark places. You were born to overcome. And what I am doing now is not just about you. It's about every person connected to you. When those 9 people spoke over your photo, heaven began aligning things not only for you, but for those you love. Generational chains are breaking. Cycles are ending. What used to follow your family will stop at you, because I chose you to be the one. You may not feel ready. You may think you're too broken, too tired, too late. But I'm telling you, I have placed something in you that cannot be destroyed. My spirit, my presence, my breath. I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be willing. I didn't call you to do this in your strength. I called you because you would lean on mine. Every time you've fallen, I've seen it. And I didn't walk away. I stayed music because my love doesn't run from weakness. It covers it. That's why this is so important. Because some of you are on the edge of giving up. Some of you have started to believe the lie that things will never change. But this moment, this word is a rescue. I'm pulling you out of hopelessness. I'm calling you out of fear. You are not stuck. You are not finished. You are standing at the edge of a shift that's already begun. I want you to stop for a moment and breathe. Not just with your lungs, but with your spirit. Let my words sink in. Let them push back the lies. Because my voice is truth, and truth sets you free. I said your music covered. I said you're rising. I said the storm will not drown you, and I mean it. Comment 333. If you are ready to declare your faith and trust in what I'm releasing into your life, there is a place I am leading you to. And though it looks unfamiliar, you will not be alone. I have gone ahead of you. I have sent angels to walk beside you. You will begin to feel peace where there was panic, joy where there was heaviness, direction where there was confusion. These are not just words. These are promises. And when I speak, the wind obeys, the seas calm, and the darkness trembles. Some of you have cried out to me, saying, God, have you forgotten me? And I'm answering that now. No, my child, I have not. I have been working in silence. I have been protecting you from things you didn't even know were trying to reach you. That disappointment you faced, it wasn't rejection. It was redirection. That closed door, it wasn't failure. It was my mercy. I was guarding you while preparing what is truly meant for you. You need to know that I'm not a God who makes empty promises. I don't speak just to make you feel better. I speak to bring life. What I promised you, I will do. You may not see it all yet, but the seeds are already planted. Your obedience, your prayers, your tears, they've watered the ground, and the harvest is coming. It may not come the way you expected, but it will come in the way that's best. I know the full picture. I see the whole path. Trust me with what you don't understand yet. Don't worry about the ones who walked away. Some people had to leave so I could get you alone, so I could speak without distraction, so I could heal you where no one else could. And now that you're listening, I'm telling you this. Greater is coming, not because you earned it, but because you stayed. You stayed through the storm. You stayed through the silence. You stayed when it would have been easier to walk away. And that faith, no matter how small, is what I'm honoring. I see the dream in your heart, the one you haven't told anyone, because you're afraid to believe again. But I didn't place that dream in you to tease you. I placed it there because I intend to fulfill it. It might seem impossible, but that's where I do my best work. I'm not asking you to know how. I'm asking you to believe that I can. I'm asking you to open your hands and surrender what's too heavy to carry. Let me take it. Let me fight for you. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You don't have to chase what's already been assigned to you. You don't have to beg for what I've already prepared. You don't have to worry about the timing. You only have to trust me. I'm restoring years. I'm healing wounds. I'm rebuilding what was torn down, and nothing, nothing is wasted. Even your broken pieces will become part of your testimony. I am not a distant God. I am your Father. I am close to the brokenhearted. And when your photo was shown before those 9, it wasn't only a symbol of heaven's attention. It was a declaration that your season of waiting is shifting into a season of release. You've been standing in a hallway with doors shut on every side. But now, the key is in my hand, and I'm unlocking what was once hidden. You've asked me so many times, God, when? And I've heard every whisper, every tear that fell when no one else noticed, I caught. I wrote down every moment when you didn't feel strong enough to keep going, but still didn't give up. You didn't know it then, but those were the moments that made heaven rise to its feet. The times you worshiped me through your pain, trusted me in silence, believed me even when you were breaking. Those were the moments that made me say, this one is ready. Comment 555. If you believe that God's grace has carried you even when you didn't realize it, your faith has moved mountains in ways you cannot yet see. Some of the battles you thought would destroy you only exposed what could no longer stay in your life. Some of the losses you grieved were actually my mercy, pulling you from the grip of what looked good but wasn't best. I've been preparing you, not punishing you. Everything that didn't make sense then will begin to make sense soon. When your photo was shown, the 9 didn't speak to your current struggle. They spoke to your destiny. They didn't look at where you are. They saw where I'm taking you. You are being called higher. Even if right now all you feel is low, you are being anointed for more. Even if all you've seen lately is less, you are being positioned for overflow. Even if you're just trying to survive, what you feel is not always the full picture. What I've said about you is what remains true. You are not just enduring this music-y life. For cousins under from you are carrying something eternal. My presence rests upon you. My light shines through you. And even though you feel invisible to the world, you are fully seen by me. I am walking with you through every shadow, through every silent night, through every lonely road. And I'm speaking into that emptiness now. Light is coming, strength is rising, hope is returning. Comment 1212. If you feel something inside you shifting even now, don't confuse delay with denial. What seems like silence is often where I speak the loudest. In the pause I plant, in the waiting I work, and in the quiet I mold hearts to hear me. I haven't changed my mind about you. I haven't taken back what I promised. I haven't overlooked what you need. I am your provider. I know what doors need to open. I know who needs to come. I know what needs to leave, and I'm arranging it all. Stop comparing your story to others. You're not behind, you're not late. I wrote your days before one of them came to be, and I do not rush what I value. I take time with those I treasure. I don't just bless quickly, I bless deeply. And when I bless, no one can curse. When I lift you, no one can pull you down. When I say it's time, nothing on earth or in hell can delay it. I need you to remember who I am. I am the same God who parted seas, who shut the mouths of lions, who made water flow from a rock, who raised the dead and healed the blind. Do you think your situation is too hard for me? Nothing is too broken for my hands. Nothing is too late for my power. Nothing is too far for my reach. You are in the middle of a spiritual shift. Heaven has already spoken. The 9 voices confirmed it, but I sealed it. I am the final authority. What I say stands. And I say this, you will see my goodness. Not someday far off, but soon in this life, in your house, in your mind, in your relationships. I am restoring what was stolen. I am returning what was lost. I am renewing what was dry. Some of you are still afraid to believe, and that's okay. I don't need your perfect faith. I just need your honest heart. Even if all you can say is, God, help me, I'll take that. I'll meet you there. I'll carry you when you can't take another step. I never expected you, music, to do this alone. I have always planned to be your strength. I want you, music, to let go now. Let go of the fear that you'll always feel stuck. Let go of the lie that your prayers don't matter. Let go of the shame that keeps telling you you're not enough. You are more than enough in my eyes. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are the one I fought for on the cross, and I would do it again for you. The road ahead will not be without challenges, but you will not face them alone. My spirit will guide you. My word will anchor you. Snorts. My love will keep you, and my angels will surround you. You don't have to understand the whole map to take the next step. Just trust that I've already seen the path. I'm not leading you into disaster. I'm leading you into purpose. Even now, the atmosphere is shifting. The chains that held you are weakening. The fear that chased you is fading. The doubt that clouded you is clearing. You are being lifted, elevated, strengthened. Your hands will no longer hang in weariness. Your heart will no longer sink under the weight. I'm giving you joy again, laughter again, purpose again. Why are neuroscientists obsessed music with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence spoken once a day, music, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You've walked through too much to not see the reward. You've come too far to turn back now. This is the hour of fulfillment. What I started, I will finish. What I promised, I will perform. What I began in you, I will complete. And all of heaven is backing what I've spoken over you. You're still standing, not because it's been easy, but because my hand has never let go of you. What you've carried has been heavy, and you've grown tired, pretending to be strong, but I am your strength. You were never meant to carry this alone. When your photo was shown to those 9 powerful voices, they didn't just see a face. They saw a destiny, a divine assignment, a future covered in my favor. And they all said the same thing, not because they were told to, but because my spirit confirmed it in each of them. This one is marked not with fear, not with failure, but with promise. And promise never returns empty. Comment 777. If you believe that the promise over your life is still alive and unfolding, I know. Some days it feels like nothing is changing. Like the more you pray, the more silent everything becomes. But silence is not absence. I am not ignoring you. I am preparing the right moment. There are blessings that take time because they are being carefully built to last. What I am doing in your life isn't temporary. I'm not giving you a moment of peace. I'm giving you a foundation of it. I'm not giving you a burst of breakthrough. I'm building something that will stand in every season. I am not moved by what people say about you. I am moved by what I know about you. I see your heart when no one else does. I see the way you care for others even when you're hurting. I see how you pray in secret, and I will reward you openly. I see your loyalty, your kindness, your sacrifices. None of it has been wasted. It's been seen, honored, and multiplied. The season you are stepping into will require you to stop shrinking. You've dimmed your light to make others comfortable. You've silenced your voice to avoid conflict. But I didn't make you to be invisible. I made you to reflect me, to walk in the authority I've placed on your life. You were not designed to live in fear or doubt. You were created to walk in boldness, knowing that I go before you. Comment 999. If you're ready to walk in the full authority God has given you, yes, there will still be opposition. The enemy doesn't back down when you rise. He pushes harder. But I want you to know that greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. That means no matter what comes, you are never outnumbered. My spirit in you is more powerful than anything surrounding you. I don't call the qualified, I qualify the cold. And you are cold. You've been through the fire, and now you're coming out refined. You've been through the test, and now comes the testimony. You've cried in the wilderness, and now comes the river. I am doing a new thing. Do you not see it? It's already springing forth right beneath the surface. I've been growing roots, and soon the fruit will show. Not just for you, but for generations after you. What the enemy tried to use to break you will become the very thing I use to bless you, Paul. That's how I work. I take what was meant for harm and flip it for good. I turn pain into purpose. I turn loss into legacy. I turn shame into strength. The enemy wanted you bitter, but I'm making you better. He wanted you to quit, but you're still here. And because of that, you're about to walk into blessings you didn't even ask for. I see how tired you are. I see how heavy it feels. And I want to remind you, you are not a burden. You are not too much. You are not failing just because you're struggling. I'm proud of you. Yes, proud. Not because of what you've achieved, but because you've trusted me when everything said not to. Because you've kept praying even with a weary heart. Because you've chosen to believe when it would have been easier to turn away. My child, you are closer than you think. Closer to the breakthrough, closer to the healing, closer to the open door. I haven't forgotten the prayers you whispered in the dark. I haven't overlooked the faith you showed when it was hard. I've stored every moment, and I am faithful to respond. My timeline may not be yours, but it is perfect. I'm never late. I'm preparing not just the blessing, but your heart to carry it well. You've wanted things to happen fast, but I want them to last. You've wanted answers, but I'm building character. You've wanted change, and I've been changing you from the inside out because what I'm bringing requires a new version of you. One that trusts deeply, loves fully, listens clearly, and walks confidently in the Spirit. This world may not understand you. They may question your path, your values, your pace. But remember, you don't follow them. You follow me. And I've always led my people through the unexpected. I've always used the unlikely. I've always shown up in the middle of the impossible. That's where my glory shines brightest. The enemy can't stop what I've started. He can try to distract you, discourage, music you, delay you. But he cannot deny you what I've spoken. You are mine, covered, cold, protected, and equipped, so stand firm. Do not let fear make your decisions. Do not let weariness steal your voice. Keep praising, keep seeking, keep standing. I'm not done with you. I have plans to prosper you, to give you hope, to give you a future. I know it's been hard. I know you've questioned why, but everything has been leading to this moment. The revealing, the lifting, the restoration. You've been tested, but now you'll be trusted with more peace, more responsibility, more impact. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. You'll know it when it comes because it will carry my signature. It won't come with confusion, but with clarity. It won't bring chaos, but confirmation. And when it happens, you'll look back and understand why I had to take you the long way. Why I had to protect you from shortcuts. Why, I said, not music yet. When your heart was begging for yes, you'll see it all clearly. I've been waiting for this exact moment to whisper something sacred into your heart. You have not been forgotten. Your name has not been lost in the crowd. You are not invisible to me. Your photo wasn't just seen by 9 voices, it was seen by heaven. And heaven has responded with power. The same God who knit you together in your mother's womb is the one now declaring a shift over your life. This shift will not be subtle. It will not be small. It will come in ways you could not have prepared for. And that's because it has nothing to do with what you've earned and everything to do with who you are to me. You are my child. You are my beloved. You are the one I've kept. Even when everything around you is falling apart, you are the one I've preserved because I knew this very day would come. Comment 1010 if you believe that today marks the beginning of something new for you. I've seen you suffer in silence. You didn't want to bother others, so you carried the weight alone. You smiled in public and wept in secret. You prayed prayers that didn't have words, just tears. And even then I understood them. Every drop that fell from your eyes was seen and held. I am not a distant God who watches from afar. I am near to the broken-hearted. I was near you in the pain. I was near you in the moments you whispered, God, if you're really here, show me. And this is me showing you. I am not done writing your story. You've seen some hard chapters, yes, but those chapters do not define you. The pain you've walked through does not cancel the promise I made over your life. In fact, to music, it prepared you for it. The enemy wanted you to believe you were finished, that nothing good could come from the ashes around you. But I bring beauty from ashes. I bring life from what looks lifeless. I resurrect what seems buried. I am not intimidated by how broken it looks. I specialize in restoring what others call hopeless. This is not just encouragement. This is alignment. I am realigning you with your true identity. Not the labels the world gave you. Not the failures you carry in your mind. Not the shame that clings to your memory. But the truth that you are redeemed. You are holy, you are washed clean. And nothing you've been through has disqualified you from what I've called you to do. In fact, it's made you ready. You've asked, but why me, God? And I answer, because I knew you would survive it. Because I knew you would still seek me. Because I knew that even with trembling hands and a broken heart, you would say yes. And your yes means more to me than you realize. Your yes is opening doors in the spirit. Your yes is breaking generational curses. Your yes is setting others free. Comment 1515. If you still believe that God can use your life for something greater than your pain, I am raising you up for impact, for influence, for intercession. You will no longer be the one barely holding on. You will be the one holding others up. And you will not do it by your own strength, but by my spirit. I am filling you now. I am pouring fresh oil over your life. Oil that comes from pressing. Yes, but oil that will cause everything around you to shift. You won't have to force it. You won't have to fight to be seen. My favor will go ahead of you. My peace will follow you. My presence will surround you. And with that comes clarity. You've been confused for too long, unsure of which way to go, afraid to take another step because the last time hurt so much. But I'm lighting the path now. I'm making crooked places straight. You don't have to walk in circles anymore. You don't have to settle for half answers or fake peace. I am guiding you into something sure, something real. You will know it's from me by the fruit it produces. You will know it's from me because it won't come with chaos or compromise. You will find healing in places, music you didn't expect. Conversations that once triggered pain will suddenly release it. You will begin to feel lighter. Not because life got easier, but because you finally gave it to me. That burden you've been dragging behind you, the one you've hidden from everyone else, I see it. And I'm asking you to hand it to me. It's not yours to carry anymore. I paid for your peace. I bled for your healing. Let me give you rest. You've been in survival mode for too long. You've learned how to live with less. Less love, less joy, less hope. But I didn't create you for scraps. I created you for overflow. You've been clinging to what little you have, but I am the God who multiplies. What's in your hands may feel small, but in mine it becomes more than enough. Give me what you have. I will make it stretch. I will make it flourish. You are stepping into a season where the right people will recognize your worth without you having to prove it, where doors will open without you having to push, where answers will come without you having to chase them. Because when I elevate you, no one can pull you down. When I bless you, no voice of criticism can cancel it. And when I heal you, no wound can reopen. So stay close to me. Stay rooted in my word. Keep praying even when it feels like nothing is happening. Keep trusting even when your emotions tell you otherwise. Faith is not a feeling, it's a choice, and you've been choosing well even when it's been hard. I see that. I honor that. And I'm about to reward that. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes. And the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The time is near. You've waited, you've endured, you've grown. Now comes the fruit. Now comes the harvest. Now comes the outpouring. I will do what I said. I will not fail you. You are seen. You are loved. You are rising. This is the season where the ones who were overlooked will be lifted, where the ones who were rejected will be remembered, where the ones who were broken will be rebuilt. What they saw, what they spoke, was not just for that moment. It was a confirmation of what I've already written in the book of your life. They looked upon your image and said, "This one has endured. This one has survived. This one has been chosen." And I say to you now, my child, their agreement was only the echo of my will. I have spoken it first. I have declared it from the beginning. There are things that didn't happen in your past because I blocked them. You cried over doors I closed because you didn't know what was on the other side. But I saw it. I saw the destruction that would have followed. I saw the harm that would have touched you. And though you didn't understand it at the time, I protected you through disappointment. You saw rejection. I saw rescue. You saw delay. I saw redirection. And now I'm bringing you to a place where you'll begin to thank me, not just for what I gave, but for what I withheld. Comment 1717. If you believe God has protected you from battles you didn't even know were forming around you, there is a heaviness many people carry from fighting battles in silence. You've learned to be strong because you had to be. You've learned to hide your breaking points because the world expects you to hold it together. But I see past the surface. I see where the pain lives. I see where hope has faded. And I'm telling you now, I am not the God who asks you to pretend. I'm the God who invites you to pour it out at my feet. You don't have to carry this alone anymore. You've cried for help in your heart when your lips said nothing. I heard both. I need you to stop thinking you've missed your moment. You haven't. What I have for you is still yours. I don't operate on human timelines. I don't panic when it takes time. I'm not like people who give up on you when you're not moving fast enough. I'm patient with you. I've never stopped preparing the place for you to step into. I know you think you've fallen too far, waited too long, messed up too much, but nothing is beyond my reach. You're not disqualified. You're not counted out. You're still the one I've chosen. Comment. Amen. If you receive this reminder from me deep in your soul, you are walking into divine timing now. Things that didn't make sense before are going to start aligning. Conversations will happen unexpectedly. Opportunities will arise where you least expected them. People who once overlooked you will begin to notice something different about you. And it's not because you've changed in your own strength, but because my spirit has rested upon you. You've been marked. That's why you don't fit in. That's why you feel the discomfort in places where others seem fine. I've set you apart, and I'm not sorry for it. Don't shrink back when I call you forward. Don't run from the open door, because you're afraid of what's on the other side. I am already there, waiting, preparing. You're not walking alone. I walk beside you with every step. And no, it won't always feel easy, but it will be right. The path I lead you on is one that builds character, deepens faith, and develops endurance. You may not always like the process, but you will love what it produces. I'm sending healing to your house, to your heart, to your history. There are wounds that have gone unspoken for too long. Memories that still ache when you think about them, and you've tried to move on, but the pain has clung to you like a shadow. I'm lifting it now. I'm touching places no human could ever reach. Not just surface healing, but deep restoration. You will feel the shift. Your thoughts will become clearer. Your sleep will become restful again. Your peace will return. There are people who've misunderstood your silence. They thought you gave up, but really, you were surviving. You were holding on with what little strength you had, and now I'm giving you new strength. A second wind, a fresh breath. You don't have to force yourself to keep going. I'm lifting you now, you'll rise again. Not in your own power, but in mine. And the blessing that's coming, it's not small. It's not just enough to get by. I'm releasing overflow, not just in finances, but in faith, in clarity, in relationships. I'm bringing divine connections into your life. People who will pour into you, not just take from you. People who speak life, not confusion. People who push you toward me, not away. You've had enough of being drained. Now comes the time to be filled. Yes, the enemy will try to distract you. He'll whisper lies. He'll stir up fear. But you already know his tactics. He's been using the same tools over and over. Fear, shame, delay, doubt. But he has no new strategies. And he is already defeated. You are not fighting for victory. You are standing in it. The cross sealed that truth. The blood-covered music you. The Spirit empowers you. Do not be afraid of change. I know it feels uncomfortable, but growth always requires leaving something behind. You can't move forward holding on to what broke you. Trust me to heal what you're afraid to face. Trust me to fill the empty places. Trust me to give you better than what you thought you lost. I am doing something so personal in your life right now that others won't always understand it, and that's okay. It wasn't meant for them. This is between you and me. What I'm building in you will one day bless them too. But for now, I need your focus. Don't let the noise around you drown out my voice. Come back to stillness, back to the secret place. That's where my music will speak. That's where I will guide. That's where you'll feel me again. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious music money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You don't need a sign. You don't need another confirmation. This is it. I've been speaking all along, and now your spirit is recognizing me again. Don't harden your heart. Don't second guess us. Just say yes. Surrender the questions. Surrender the fear, and trust that I'm not leading you into failure. I'm leading you into fullness. You may have walked through darkness, but the light has not gone out. You may have been knocked down, but you were not destroyed. And now I need you to understand something very important. What was declared over your photo before those 9 powerful voices. Music is already in motion. They didn't just see you, they recognized the call. They didn't just agree on your value, they affirmed your divine assignment. You've been seen by heaven, and what heaven confirms, no force on earth can cancel. You've been wondering, when will it be my turn? And I'm telling you now, the turning has already begun. In the spirit, things are shifting. You're standing at the edge of manifestation. You've endured long nights, but the morning is coming. And not just any morning. This one brings answers. I saw you when you were on your knees, not knowing what else to pray. I saw you pacing the floor with a heavy heart and no words. I didn't need a perfect prayer from you. I needed your honesty, and you gave me that. You gave me your weakness when all you had was tears. You gave me your trust when everything around you was shaking. And that, my child, moved heaven. Comment 2:2. If you trust that even your silent prayers were heard and are being answered now, I want you to remember who you are. Not what the world told you. Not what your past told you. Not what fear tried to convince you of, but who I say you are. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond repair. You are handpicked. You are covered. You are rising. And not just in your circumstances, but in your spirit. The weight that sat on your chest will begin to lift. The fog in your mind will begin to clear. The chains you've dragged behind you will begin to break. You've been waiting for something to change, and I've been waiting for you to believe that it already is. You keep asking for signs, but your faith is already proof that music, you're ready. The fact that you haven't quit yet tells me your heart is still open, and an open heart is all I need. With that, I can rebuild anything. With that, I can restore everything. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for surrender. I need you to stop blaming yourself for the things that went wrong. You were doing the best you could, and even in your mistakes, I was working. Even in your confusion, I was aligning things. You haven't ruined your future. You haven't missed your moment. The enemy wants you stuck in shame because shame keeps you from seeing what I've made available to you. But shame has no place where grace is present, and my grace is over for you. Comment, Amen. If you receive the covering of grace over every broken area of your life, there is a reason some doors didn't open when you begged me to open them. I was protecting your future from the wrong assignment. I didn't let you settle because I love you too much. Some of you were ready to build your life on unstable foundations, and I shook them before they could collapse with you inside. You saw it as rejection, but it was really redirection. And now what I've prepared is more solid, more secure, and more worthy of what I placed inside you. You are going to experience healing in waves. You won't even know how, but the pain that used to sting will feel lighter. The memories that once crushed your chest will lose their power. You're not just healing from what happened. You're healing from how you blamed yourself for it. You're healing from the words spoken over you that didn't come from me. You're healing from the version of yourself you thought you had to be accepted. I am removing the pressure that life placed on your shoulders. The pressure, music, to be everything to everyone. The pressure to always smile. The pressure to hide your exhaustion. I'm giving you rest now. Not just rest for your body, music, but for your soul, for your thoughts, for the parts of you that have been screaming silently. Rest is here. Peace is near. You don't have music to prove your worth anymore. The approval you thought you needed, you already have mine. And when I approve, it doesn't matter who disapproves. When I affirm, no one can discredit. When I promote, no one can demote. That's the kind of favor that was released over you the moment your photo was laid before the 9. They didn't just agree with each other, They agreed with heaven, and heaven has not changed its mind. Some of you are afraid to hope again. You don't want to be disappointed. I understand that. But I'm asking you to try again, to believe again, to expect again. You've seen pain, but now you'll see purpose. You felt rejection, but now you'll feel release. You've lived in survival, but now you'll live in overflow. You are crossing over. You are shifting. You are walking into things that others told you were impossible. And when it happens, because it will, you'll know it wasn't because of anything you forced. It will be because I went before you. It will be because you stayed when quitting felt easier. It will be because you believed when logic said don't, and others will look at your life and know that had to be God. You will carry peace into rooms filled with tension. You will speak life into places where there's been silence. You will walk into seasons that look nothing like the past ones, and it won't make sense to the world how you got there. But it will be clear to you because you know what it's like to be in the valley. And now you'll know what it's like to be raised from it. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract music wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Not in a way that shakes you down, but in a way that lifts you up. I am rebuilding what was torn down. I am restoring what was taken. I am returning what the enemy tried to bury. Nothing is lost with me. Nothing is wasted. You've been carrying so much. The weight of unanswered questions. The burden of wondering if you're truly seen. And I'm reminding you again. I saw you before anyone else did. I saw your first tear. I saw your first prayer. I saw your hidden sacrifice. And I didn't just see it. I kept it. Every silent moment of pain is now being transformed into purpose. And the purpose I placed in you is being called forward. Not next year. Not someday. Now, comment 1-1 if you believe something in your life is beginning to shift even as you read this. You've asked me in the quiet places, God, how much longer? And I've stayed close, not answering with time frames, but with my presence, because my presence has always been the promise before the promise. When I am with you, you already have everything. The rest will follow. Seek me first, not answers, not approval, not applause. Seek me, and I'll lead you into every blessing I've designed for you. My timing isn't cruel, it's perfect. My delay isn't denial, it's preparation. I've been refining your heart, breaking things off you that were never meant to be part of your story. And yes, it hurt. Growth always does. But what you've endured in private will soon be revealed in power. You are not who you used to be. You are stronger now, wiser now, closer to me now, and I will honor the process. I always do. There are rooms being prepared for you that your name has already entered. You haven't walked through the door yet, but the conversation has already started. Heaven has opened the way. Favor is paving the road. You won't have to knock, I'll open it. You won't have to beg, I'll speak for you. You won't have to compete. What I've reserved for you cannot be stolen. No one else can claim what I created with your name on it. Comment 777. If you receive that this next door has already been unlocked by God Himself, you're going to see answers fall into place, but not the way you expect. I'm not bound by formulas. I don't move according to human logic. I work through the unlikely, the unexpected, and the overlooked. That's why you're the perfect choice. You've been overlooked by others, but I've been looking at you the whole time. I saw potential when others saw problems. I saw strength when others saw weakness. I saw purpose when others only saw pain. Don't underestimate what I can do with a surrendered life. When you gave me your yes, even with fear in your voice, you gave me permission to work wonders. And now I'm moving. Doors are opening. Mountains are moving. Healing is happening. Even the things you thought were permanent are being shaken loose. The enemy is losing grip. You're walking out of old patterns. You're leaving behind what used to trap you. And you're not going back. This time you won't sabotage what I give you. This time you won't question if you're music worthy. This time you'll stand tall in who I say you are. Because you've been through enough to know what doesn't belong anymore. You've been through enough to recognize my voice clearly. You've been through enough to stop settling, and I'm proud of you for that. Yes, proud. I'm proud of your endurance. Proud of your faithfulness. Proud that you stayed when it would have been easier to walk away. I know the battles others never saw. I know the pressure you carried with a quiet grace. I know how much strength it took to smile when you wanted to give up. And now that strength will not go unrewarded. This next part of your life won't be defined by what broke you, but by what built you. The cracks in your heart let my light through. The loss made space for new things. The silence taught you how to hear my whisper. And now you will walk with a depth that can't be shaken. You've walked through fire, and now you carry the flame. You will notice things begin to move fast. Suddenly, opportunities will appear. Conversations will shift. Doors will open quickly. That's because I've already been working behind the scenes. What felt like a delay was really preparation. I had to clear the path. I had to strengthen your foundation, because what's coming next will be too big for shaky ground. Don't panic when things start to move. Don't question if you're ready. You are. I made you ready through the breaking, the waiting, the stretching. You are more prepared than you feel. You've been anointed for this. Heaven has approved it. The same voices who saw your photo, who spoke in agreement, were confirming what I've already written over your life. They didn't assign your destiny. I did. They just recognized it. You will not miss what is yours. You don't have to run after it. You only need to stay in alignment. Keep walking with me. Keep listening. Keep surrendering. And you will watch as everything begins to fall into place. This is the beginning of a new thing. And once it starts, it will not stop. The same hand that kept you in the storm will carry you into the blessing. Don't let fear rush you. Don't let insecurity lie to you. You are enough. You've always been enough. Not because of your efforts, but because of my presence in you. You are my vessel. My light shines through you, and nothing formed against you will stand. I am still with you. I've always been from the very first moment until now, and I will never leave. Not in the next season, not in the next battle, not in the next breakthrough. I'll be there every step, every breath, every moment. You don't have to be afraid. You only have to trust. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script long buried in government files can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do you remember when your photo was laid before those 9? That was more than a symbolic gesture. That was an unveiling. It was heaven's way of saying, this one is ready. This one has endured the furnace and not been consumed. This one has been tested, and now they will be trusted. What was spoken over you that day was not a prediction. It was a confirmation. And now it's time for manifestation. No more delay. No more wondering. No more questioning whether it's real. It's real and it's happening. Comment 333. If you declare with bold faith that what God has started will come to pass, you don't need to try and figure out how it's going to happen. That part belongs to me. Your part is to stay close. Keep your heart open, your spirit soft, and your feet steady. I'll do the rest. And yes, it might still feel shaky at times. The enemy may still try to whisper lies. He'll tell you you're not ready, not worthy, not equipped. But let me tell you something. I never chose you because you were perfect. I chose you because you were willing. And willing is more powerful than perfect. You've had days where you doubted everything, even me. And still you stayed. You kept praying, even when you didn't feel anything. You kept trusting me, even when you didn't understand. You kept walking when it felt like the road was vanishing beneath your feet. And I saw every moment, every ounce of effort, every act of obedience. None of it was wasted. I was building something in you that can't be shaken. Now the time has come to take off the labels the world placed on you. You are not forgotten. You are not unworthy. You are not broken beyond repair. You are mine. You are beloved. You are strong. You are chosen. And the more you believe this, the more you'll begin to see the fruit of it around you. Because identity always comes before impact. And I want you to impact the world, not from a place of striving, but from a place of security.